Hello and welcome. Come on in. Kind of going to do a little bit of a video today to kind of get you guys boosted and picked up. I had a very bad day. I was not feeling well. This energy work is actually very, very draining, and it can be dehydrating, because the exchange, the minerals that we use when we're doing this work, literally help make that electrical connection to the other side. It's an energy transfer. So I was down, but I am not out. Never fucking ever give up. You might have a bad day. You might have a couple bad days. Don't give up. It's not a bad life. You can regroup every day if you need to. You can reorganize. You can make new starts. Get your life headed the right direction. Again, every day. You can do that. If you've been in a 12-step program, and I've never been addicted to anything, knock on wood. My only addiction may have been coffee, and I'm still not able to drink that since I've been sick. It's kind of odd. But you can start over every day, one day at a time, one step at a time. All right, today is January the 29th. We are in a new moon in Aquarius. And this is a super time to set intentions, say prayers, to ask for things. If you're needing to get a project accomplished, this is a good time to make that intention now. Set it. We have a full, let's see, the new moon technically started at 11 a.m. So we have until almost 11 p.m. tomorrow to do this, because the moon's energy lasts for approximately a day and a half. So you have time to set your intentions, get your prayers up there. I'm setting a big intention, and I want you guys to help me with this one. The mechanic that's been working on my bike has had it for 2.5 years. Almost 2.5 years. I'm setting an intention to get that project finished up, whether that guy does it or not. Okay, I've got plans for it. Miss my bike. That's who I am. By the way, my name is Tina, and I am an old school biker. So as you noticed, the vocabulary is real. I am not a polished performer. What you get is raw and uncut. Behind me on the desk is the paranormal flashlight. It's a new one, and it's not responding to me, and it doesn't work real well. I've had some of my technical guys tell me that the LED bulb in it is not one that electrically is easy for spirit to manipulate. Now, I have had it go off and on, but we don't know if that's temperature fluctuation. I haven't worked with it enough to feel when spirit takes control of the light. However, I will keep working with it to see if I can. Sometimes you just have to partner up with your equipment. Even a guitar player, when you pick up, you could be playing guitar for 40 years and pick up a new guitar, and it takes you a minute to build a bond up with the guitar. All right. I am going to pull some cards here just for the next, let's see, I said 11 o'clock tomorrow. This is kind of what's going on for the energy for this new moon. New moon is the dark of the moon. Many of you don't know that. I've had you ask me if the full moon was a new moon. No, the new moon is the dark of the moon. And oftentimes, if you follow the old Farmer's Almanac and listen to some of the old timers, the new moon was when you planted below underground crops, of course, in springtime. And during the light of the moon is when you planted crops that were flourish on the top of the ground. So the moon is about the beginning. Now, it's also the new moon. It is also about a lot of unseen things, things that go on behind the scenes, the beginnings, the actors behind the screen before they step out. It's all about intention, setting up some prayer. I want a couple more cards, and I'm not sure why. Because as I have been talking, I have just been letting the cards come out. All right, this is the next 24 hours. Let's see, 36 hours. Till Thursday, the 30th at 11 o'clock, give or take. It's not an exact time frame. And a lot of you have asked me about that. How come I still feel the energy of what just happened and we're past it? When astrological signs change and the energy changes, it's not a hard, abrupt difference. It kind of slips into gear, catches a hold, and then it's kind of like having an automatic clutch. Okay, for those of you that are mechanically inclined, we'll throw that out there. All right, the energy for this next day and a half here. We have the Knight and the King of Wands. Those are both fire signs. That Knight is, look at him, he's coming in on a fast horse, fiery mane, and that King is just sitting there. Well, Knight's the guy that's going to do the work. You know, he goes out ahead of time before a big battle. He goes in the pub or in the tavern, and he schmoozes the wench and finds out what the other side is doing. And that's what you need to do. Take that time and figure out what the other guy's move might be. What do you need to do? Oftentimes, the Knight, the King, and the Queen are very much related to the chessboard and some of those maneuvers. They are strategic. So take the time and think out what your next step is going to be. You know, that King is about maintaining your composure. I had a hard time with that. I can maintain till I'm pushed to the brink, or that week that I just can't maintain any longer. But he is so cool and so confident because he knows it'll work out. He knows this too shall pass. And if it wasn't for a lot of you guys and your comments and your well wishes, and just some of the motivational stuff and some of the stuff that I got from my friends that are bikers in the motorcycle community, I want to thank you guys. I have been having a hard time getting my channel into the biker community. And when you start a channel on YouTube, they tell you to find your niche. Okay? If you're doing a cooking channel, don't be all willy-nilly and do this one and do that kind of food and you know, Chinese one. They do it like all breads, all bakery items. Stay in the niche. And this is about as niche as you get. However, you guys from the biker community that did turn out and comment me and say, you know, keep going, don't give up. Thank you. Meant a lot to me, from my brothers and my sisters on two wheels. We've got the Seven of Swords. This is a very spiritual time for a lot of people. A lot of people are doing some soul searching. The dark of the moon really, it's a good time for that. And do that soul searching before you lay out your intentions. Take that time to analyze where you want to go. One thing, it should be on the top of your list for your intentions. Every time I set my intentions is just to be a better human being. Just to be a better person. To have better morals, better values. We have lost track of a lot of that. All right. That was the Seven of Swords. We're going with next with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, I like to describe that as similar to the seventh inning stretch at a ball game. Yeah, you know who might win, but you still got to stick around to see the finish, right? You know you're going to win, so you hang in there, keep going. You've got a victory coming in. Whatever tasks that you set intentions for right now, you're going to get those accomplished. Oftentimes, and when you're setting your intentions, journal it, write it down in a book so that you can keep track and go, oh, I did get this one and this one and this one. But I didn't get this. Okay, but journal it so that you can keep track of that. You'll find that if you set those intentions, especially with this full or new moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is about a time of new beginnings and a lot of abundance. So keep track of that so that you can see you've got something coming your way. You literally do. Not seeing anything on the light back there. Spirit on the light, can you give me a wink or a blink at least? The old light, if I would ask it, it would occasionally respond. I've got to see what I can do about fixing my other lights. What happens is the batteries, I got the wrong kind of batteries. They corroded and ruined them. And those flashlights are like $22-25 a piece just for the little 6-inch. We are going to move on to, let's see here, the Hermit card. This is a time to really just sit back and watch. You're setting the intentions, but you need to keep a vigil over it. Keep, I'm being told about the a hen house is what I'm hearing, and about how you need to keep an eye on the activity in the hen house, a warming light if you've got chicks out, and that's what he's got. He's got that warming, welcoming light. The Hermit is also somebody that right now is a time to better inform yourself, educate yourself, look into what it is you're getting ready to spout off about. If you're the type of person that is, I had a lady once say to me, well, you're not, how did she say? You're not licensed or you're not registered or something. And actually, I'm ordained through the Spiritualist Church and not an internet church, okay? I am ordained. However, let me tell you, there is no governing body that looks at any psychic, any medium's sheepskin. There is no governing body that says, "Oh, you're good, you're a good one, or you're a bad one." Okay, so you do really need to take your time and find somebody that is legit. So it's definitely a time to just learn what it is you're talking about before you talk about it. Don't be a Karen if you're a dumb Karen, okay? And I have a lot of friends that are Karen, so you guys know, don't take offense. A ton of followers. Speaking of that, before I go any further, make sure you guys hit that like button. And the more comments you can throw in my videos, the more it kind of helps me get back into the algorithms. I keep taking breaks when I've been sick and not getting videos out there. My stats drop and nobody sees, other than just my followers, nobody else gets to see my videos. They don't put them in other people's feeds so that they can choose from them. The Four of Cups. Yes, this is a time that has come about in divine timing. The Three of Cups that are down in front of him are there, and he knows he can count on them. That's what he's got. That's his backup. That's his batteries. He knows how full, what kind of a charge he's got. However, he's a little skeptical about what's coming to him. You might be questioning the intentions you're setting, like, oh, it'll never happen. You know, I want a new career, or I want some abundance. Oh, don't question it. Don't question it. Welcome it. He's being a little too picky here. So don't question it. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is about a lot of you taking control back in your life. Don't give up. Don't ever fucking give up. You take control. You take charge. My husband was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps. Let me tell you, that is a tough cookie. However, he did instill in me adapt, overcome, and improvise. If you can't do it one way, adapt your method. I did this face to face. During COVID, everybody had to do something a little different. So I adapted. I have 2 sons who have passed. And that is a great burden on a lot of people. Some people never get over it. Never. They'll live in their grief like an addiction. And the brain will it'll allow you to stay in that grief because the brain says, man, it feels good to feel bad. Give me more of that. So sometimes you just have to overcome and improvise. You know what? If a shovel won't work, dig the hole with a pick and a hoe. You can find other ways to do things. Don't make excuses. Don't give yourself excuses. Are you the kid that told the teacher the dog ate my homework? I was. I was the kid that told the teacher the dog ate my homework. All right. I have grabbed another deck and I'm shuffling here to get some more energy for you guys. We'll see what else is in the cards for this new moon and the energy there. One more card, Spirit. Thank you. All right. Almost what we talked about. 9 of Wands. You can overcome any kind of pain. There are people, if you're a Navy SEAL, if you're in Special Forces, if you're in Special Black Ops, they practice pushing their pain threshold up. Now, I'm not saying practice. Nobody needs any more pain, but get past it. You can move past it. Even if it's an inch at a time, you can move past it. Never give up. We have the Lover's card. Finally got, well, it's the second major arcana here. This is whole thing is a karmic situation that was set down for everybody. Everybody. This whole time that we're in is something that we are all meant to go through because everybody watching, and whether you know it or not, you are a light worker. If you hold a good thought for somebody else, like a biker community, you know what? We heard about somebody just wrecked their bike. Ah, damn, hope he's okay. You're a light worker. Did you know that? That's all it is. And it's just kind of a new way to say you're a prayer warrior, because you are. It's a silent prayer, and you're keeping a good thought. This karmic event is something. We are in a historic time. The changes that have happened, the things that we have seen with the border being open and such an influx of immigrants or aliens coming in through the border, to this whole campaign and the election, it is historic. We saw a president almost get assassinated. You guys, if you remember me talking about your soul contract. I had to think of it. It was drawing a blank for a minute. We choose everything before we come down here. We choose our parents. We choose a lot of the major events. And we choose the time that we come down here in. You guys chose to come down here to be a part of what's happening. Be a participant. Don't get drugged down the road with a horse cart when the horse takes off. Be a participant. Get out there, and you might be the guy chasing the horse, making it run faster. You could be the guy catching the horse. Either way, be a participant. Don't sit on the couch. Don't watch Jeopardy. Yeah, I love Jeopardy myself too, but don't get yourself tied up into being mundane and sullen and not doing a damn thing. Every day accomplish something more. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about answered prayers. I don't want to get choked up, but you guys are the answer to my prayers. The well wishes, everything that I got from you guys literally gave me energy to come back today. Go ahead and fire up a good reading and a good video for you guys. Threes are about answered prayers. Also about, that I follow the Christ consciousness. The three is about the Trinity. I'm talking about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I have a Trinity knot on the back of my neck, which is a Celtic symbol, and I have one on the wall, but it's kind of up there. So it is a significant thing for a lot of you. You may be, and I'm getting this, I've got something in my eye. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. Okay, I had a cat hair laying on my lashes. It is a good time to make sure you say thank you for any answered prayer. All right, last card, again, is another 7. I do believe we had a 7 earlier. Yes, we had the 7 of Swords. We now have the 7 of Pentacles. This is a good time for a lot of abundance for many of you. 7 is a spiritual number. It's like this is part of the spiritual path. Many of you that are content creators like myself in this type of field, whether you're teaching Reiki, whether you're an astrologer, whatever it is you do, this may be a time that you'll see some abundance. This is going for a lot of you. If you are a mutable sign, and the mutable signs are Scorpio, Pisces. I may have to look this up again, but these are the signs that are going to see some abundance. Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay, and they're all mutable signs. Mutable just means you kind of give. You're a little bit of like a chameleon. You blend in. Hey, I go with the flow, and that's literally who I am. Man, I go with the flow until the flow don't go. Then I go my own way. That 7 is literally saying it's a time when we can almost stand back and see that what we cultivated comes into fruition. You guys got this. You guys got this. I couldn't ask for a greater group of followers. You guys are tremendous. I sincerely, you're on my, all of you are on my 10-10 prayer list at night. Every night at 10 p.m. I pray for people in need, anybody with health problems, cancer, COPD, whatever. And I also specifically pray for my people that follow me. One that I always give you the best and clearest guidance and advice. And when I feel something, I kind of let you know. And besides just praying for you that I deliver you the message, I ask that you all get healing in any way you may need it. Whether it's a broken heart, whatever healing you may need, emotions of any type, I ask that you gain that kind of healing and closure. All right, I rambled on long enough. I'm getting ready to hit the 25-minute mark. There are a few of you are still hanging in there. I want you to know how much I love you guys, And I never leave you that I don't sincerely bless you with love and light. Thank you. See you soon.